Hey guys, Balloon here. Today I'll be addressing a very important topic to all of you mid laners out there, which is why everything you knew about mid lane could be wrong. So I'm sure most of you that watch my videos are already watching a lot of other YouTube videos as well. You'll be looking up tutorials, guides online, how to play the mid lane, even go to the extent of try and question everything they're doing, and none of it seems to be working out. So this video will hopefully address all of that. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing that you guys understand about mid lane is that you would go by the role, right? You'll be thinking, hey, I'm a mid laner, so a mid laner is supposed to gank, supposed to help the side lanes, enable my teammates, try not to farm as much as my post one, or use the most infamous word of like fucking AFK farming, don't AFK farm, and then just get rune and try and move around instead of just sitting in the lane. Now, I want you guys to completely throw that shit out of the window. It does not apply. Whatever that you are going to do should be a result of why you are going to do, not so much of what you want to do, if that makes sense. Because if you go by the what to do, you'll be going by, okay, mid laner, I'm supposed to do what? I'm supposed to gank, supposed to move, supposed to help, supposed to enable my teammates' side lanes. But if you think about it in terms of why are you supposed to do, that means why am I ganking? Why am I enabling my team? Or can I even enable them in the first place? If I want to gank, what's the chances of that gank succeeding? Why am I ganking in the first place? Am I losing my lane? Am I winning the lane? Am I getting pushed out of lane? So there's so many factors to look at instead of just be like, okay, mid laner gank. Mid laner, don't farm as much. So what we have here is a classic moment of a mid laner who's playing a Void Spirit. This is actually one of my students. So you're gonna notice that this guy is gonna rotate in like 10 seconds from now, just because he feels like, okay, the Meepo is farming in the safe lane. This Meepo. Right here, okay, so notice this Meepo looks like he's running them down, he's trying to break the tower, and this guy feels the need to help them. So see what he's going to do. Right, look at this. Okay, you guys see this? You guys see this? The same thing is being done by the Windrunner, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Oh no, Windrunner didn't go to gank. I thought this was Windrunner. Yeah, so when this guy is doing this, I want you guys to sort of like think about it. The amount of time you take to walk from mid to another like side lane, even if it's bot lane or top lane, doesn't matter. Right? It's going to take a very long time. So by the time you reach here, what are the chances of like something still happening? What are the chances of this guy still being here? And what's the chances of the gank succeeding? Is this guy low? Is this guy within like kill range? Do you have a TP to return back to your lane after the gank? If this guy wanted to gank in the side lane, it must have been either with a haste rune, and this guy should have been like half health or something, stuck here, for this guy to guarantee that the gank is successful. But he doesn't have shit, he doesn't have TP, this Meepo is like full health, and it's just with a drow. So what's the chances of this guy getting the kill? Very fucking low. Now, when you are doing something like this, just because you feel like, okay, I'm playing a ganking hero, right? I'm playing a Void Spirit, I'm playing a Storm Spirit, I'm playing an Ember Spirit, any of the spirits. Or you could also be playing something like a Park, a Co-op, Hack, whatever, even a Shadowfin. If you want to gank, make sure the gank is 100% and make sure that it's efficient. You must be quick in and out. So you must gank this, return back to your lane. Now, I understand that most of you will be watching a lot of pro games. So you'll be seeing a player like Thompson, any of the pro players, when they're playing mid lane, it looks like they're doing a lot on the side lanes. It looks like they're ganking a lot, like Abed, for example. They're moving by like level 5, level 4 with like a rune. Understand that when you watch pro games, it's very different from your pub games. And I understand that most of the viewers who are learning on your journey to understand the game are 95% of players out there. You guys are sub 5k, sub 6k MMR. It's a very different world of Dota. Okay, you cannot be watching a pro player do something and trying to imitate without understanding why. It might look like this could be Thompson ganking the side lane, but when he does this, what's happening? Any one of his teammates are going to TP to me and hold the lane for him, and that is very well communicated between them. They will communicate that very well, that okay, I'm gonna gank this, so someone immediately they'll go back and hold this. Because let's say the Windrunner was sitting at the lane. Right, Windrunner is sitting at the lane and he's pushing this out. And this Mirana decides to like TP down as well to try and get this kill on Meeple. What's going to happen is this guy, yes, you guys will get the kill on Meeple, but what's happening to Windrunner? This guy is gonna break the tower and she's gonna start running everyone down just because of one rotation like this. So for this rotation to happen, it should have been either with a haste rune, half health, 100% kill, someone taking the lane over, or this guy TP's over to an urgent kill. Okay, so Meeple must have been like half health, running the tower down, running in here, and this guy just TP's in, okay, free kill, then run back to lane. That is fine, because that is 100% to guarantee, but this is not guaranteed. So when this is happening, what I want you guys to do instead is literally just push the lane out, try and attempt the tower. Okay, so if this guy is a threat to you and you can't attempt the tower because you're going to die, fine. Push the lane out, take their camp, take this camp. In the new map, you probably have to ward something like this to know that this camp is safe, or ward something like this to know that this camp is safe. Okay, there's no more the previous of like cliff ward up here. So you ward this or you ward this and you take this. Once you take this, the next wave will already have returned to your lane, so you're going to return back to lane and do it all over again. If this has not spawned, attempt the tower. If the guy is dangerous to you, go and take this camp instead, or go back and take this camp instead. Do not run to side lanes to gank just because you're a mid laner. If you want a gank, make sure it's successful. Now I want you guys to watch from the perspective of this Windrunner to see what he is looking at where the Void Spirit is ganking, and look at the outcome of it. Okay, so notice. He farms the camp, he's gonna see, oh, a Void Spirit is like wasting his time ganking another lane. He's not in my lane. He sees the top lane, that's a gank, that's fine. Sees the bot lane, is he not looking at the bot lane? Okay, he probably looks at the map, he sees, oh, Void Spirit is at bot lane. So all of a sudden, what's gonna happen to the tower? Boom, half health is down. Half health is down right away. This guy actually dies here, but it's because he's like, he misplayed or something, because he looked away and got hooked. Yeah, but if these guys didn't come and defend this tower is down. Once this tower is down, this Wind Ranger will move up, take another wave, and then start farming the camp. Start warding the cleave. Start farming the wave again, and start farming the camp. So, when you guys play into like boosters or smurfs, I'm sure you'll notice a very common thing in them. They're always high level, they're always high KDA. That means their kill death ratio is very, very, very high, like 20 kills and 2 deaths or something, 1 death or something. Their gold per minute is like 800, 900, 1000. You know, and their last hits are like 300 by 25 or 30 minutes. Why is that? Because these players will do things. I'm talking from experience, because if you play at like 7k or 6k or 8k MMR, you will still meet smurfs. And these players will just literally outfarm you. You know, you could be doing ganks, you could be killing people at another lane, you could be killing like 3 of this. 3 of these people could be dying, and this Windrunner will just run the game down eventually. Because these kills are not what decides the game. Dota is not a game of kills, it's a game of objectives. So if you're able to outfarm the enemy, if you're able to die lesser than the enemy, you're just gonna run them down eventually. Okay, so understand time management. Do not play for the roles. Do not play for the roles, I emphasize. Play the game. What is the game telling you to do right now? If this tower and this wave is more efficient than going down to get a kill, do this instead. If that kill is faster and more effective than getting this tower, because it's guaranteed, do that instead. Now this is from the same game of the Void Spirit, like a few minutes later. And then you're gonna see that he actually manages to pick up a haste rune this time. Okay, so he gets a haste rune and he sees top. Oh, top is being dived. Right, top is chasing people down, and there's like a... Yeah, Dragon Knight is slow, but Dragon Knight is tipping away. It doesn't matter. I still have a haste. He still has a haste, and you can see, oh, hero is here. He has a haste rune. So he pops the haste, and he's probably gonna run after that. Okay, still chasing. Now, no, even if this gank failed, it doesn't matter. Why? Because he has TP this time. Right, it was also because he used the haste rune to try and guarantee something that could have been higher chance to kill. A higher chance to succeed. Versus the outcome just now, this is a better outcome because now he has a TP to actually return if anything goes wrong. Okay, so if you guys want a gank, make sure you either have a TP to return to your lane, or it's based off like a haste rune to another lane that's convenient, fast, and you're back to your lane. Now this is an example where it's executed correctly. So this player, also another star of mine, is playing OD, playing Outward Devourer. and sort of like see when he decides to gank. Alright, so he sees, oh, bot lane is being dived. He just got his meteor hammer, perfect timing. I come 100% to kill, right? I can guarantee that these guys are free kills to me because they are really low. I wouldn't waste my time as well. Okay, so he gets that kill, good. He gets another kill for free, good. Alright, also another kill for free, and he's done. He's done, immediately go back to the lane. So I hope this video was helpful for you to understand what your role is, or rather what your job is. Not as a mid laner, but when you're playing as the mid lane, playing the game of Dota, try to understand why you're ganking. Is the gank going to be successful? Is staying in lane, pushing the lane out, taking the tower more effective? Is farming camps more effective? Right? What is the more efficient play to make? Your teammates could be screaming at you for all you care, don't care. Right? People will be losing their lanes and they'll be blaming you. Do not care. It's not your job to try and cover up their mistakes. If they fuck up, do not fuck up with them. The moment you try and help them, you're fucked. Okay? So, until next time. See you guys.